They did. The only side sort of caveat that I have with that, Alex, is that as president and GM that he was acting as in 2022 and parts, I think, even of 2023, right? He's sort of responsible for the salary cap issues that has sort of hit him in 2024 at the end of the season. And now, you had to make decisions, and those are decisions that you have to be made. I forget who it was. Maybe it was Patrick in the chat room. But he said, either this year is an indictment of the LA Galaxy or an indictment of Major League Soccer, and perhaps it's both, right? Just in terms of bad cap management, and then the sacrifices that you had to pay to the championship gods in order to have the salary cap remain the way it was, with all the guys now wanting max money and max everything, right? Is there something? I feel like he's been backed into a little bit of a corner this year, but at the same time, maybe he had some responsibility to put himself in the corner there.
Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, Josh, him kind of being that sporting director, taking that hat of managing everything at once during 2022 and in 2023 a bit. We really kind of are starting to see a little bit of effects of that. Obviously, with the cap and all the situations with some players who, are no longer on this team, but still on the books for this club, right? So, I mean, it's interesting to kind of see that all play out. But Greg's human, and I think any person who's in the scenario that he's in would have gotten defensive in a way. And like you said, when he gets spicy, or a little bit heated, he's just being real. He's showing his raw emotions. A lot of times it's very cool, calm, collected, very structured, and a lot that he talks about. But when he gets real, you can kind of tell. I don't know if it's frustration. Yeah, I would say, yeah, probably like a frustration, like an anger, kind of just like I'm doing my best, but it's still not working kind of situation. And, if you've ever kind of felt that way, you blame yourself, you blame the world, you kind of are all over the place. And I wouldn't say Greg is, in a bad headspace right now, but there's just so much on his plate now that he has to think about when it comes to the team and when it comes to his personal future, that I think for any person, it would definitely be affecting them a lot more than he's showing right now.
You look at the LA Galaxy, and just in terms of, you could sort of go to the two starters that they lost with Delgado and Joveljic. You could certainly put Brugman, who only had 1,200 minutes last year, as one of those sort of outlier guys off the bench that made the LA Galaxy really good. That was something. You pull Ricky Puig off of the team, so you can start going into this and start. You pull Ricky Puig off the team, that really helps. He's the engine that was keeping everything sort of running. Now you've had significant injuries to Joseph Paintsil to start this year, and now as of right now, Gabriel Peck is going to be missing again. You've had Sanabria, who broke a collarbone. You've had Cuevas, who spent time out.